Hi, I'm Joe Foster. Welcome to the advanced martial art of Kenjute. Let's talk about real fights. This video series examines concepts, principles, and also applies tips and tactics that you can use in skill delivery for effective street self-defense. Let's have a look. Practical self-defense should work for everybody, whether you're young or old, male, female, slightly out of shape, or even in great shape. It shouldn't matter. If you have to be big and strong, physically moving this person around and in the prime of your life, that's not logical for the general population, which for the most part are slightly out of shape. Kenjute specializes in street self-defense and handheld weapon techniques. Some of our techniques appear to be very long, and to a person looking in might think, wow, I could never pull that off. But we use a very special formula known as sequential flow in order to make it work. Let's take a look now at sequential flow. Sequential flow. Picture a pool player. The pool player is on the table shooting a ball. A beginner thinks of how to take the white ball to hit one ball into a pocket. An experienced player already knows 3 or 4 shots down the road where he's going to run the table. So when I do this shot to the first pocket, I want to set up the white ball so it's ready to go for another ball into another pocket. The same thing happens realistically with sequential flow. As opposed to simply blocking something and punching and then going over here and doing a kick to the head or something like that, it's not how many times you hit somebody. It's the logic behind action-reaction. For example, if we're in a fighting position, this is an absolute beginner move that a white belt would learn to defend themselves against a striking attack. Okay, this is a striking response, ISR. He throws a right roundhouse punch at me, my hands are up, so I block at or below the arm to protect myself. And I know that when I do this palm right in his face like that, that's going to lean him back. And by leaning him back, I know that my next move, because he's leaning, will be a knee into the groin that way, okay? Because the action that I created was the reaction of the knee to the groin. And if I wanted to follow up with that idea, it would look something like this. He throws a punch at my face, I would block, I would palm him this way, knee him in the groin. See how his head came forward? So I could do a longer version where I elbowed across his face this way. And as he starts to turn, I could punch to drive him away, kick the guy, and then I could cover out. Okay? Another example for sequential flow would be the first striking technique you do in the maiming series. This is a beginner movement as well. Okay? This is called thrusting hammer outside. So when I'm fighting like this and he throws a straight punch in my face, I'm actually going to slip the attack, bam, and fire right into the ribs this way. Is going to lift up like this and drive him here, which is going to lean him into this elbow, which bends him over. And then from this position here, I'm going to do a double palm and knee him this way, and I could cover out as a beginner. Or since I know my foot landed between, I can take the leg here, rotate, and get him down on all fours like a dog, drop back, kick him in the ribs, and then I could cover out. Okay? Sequential flow is how you build your striking series. The length of the technique only increases as you get more experience. We would stay with the base idea. So he throws a punch at me, slip and hammer, lift and hit, big elbow to bend him over, launch the knee. And I could push him to get rid of him right there. Or, based on the concept of sequential flow, once again, here comes the punch, slip and hit, lift and drive, big drive, launch here. Drive, take him towards the ground, jump and kick him in the ribs. And then I could leave. So when you're putting self-defenses together, it should be logical as to how it fits. There's even a longer version of that later on. I would not do the whole version when I'm first starting to learn. We have to be realistic. If you want to be able to do self-defense, You have to put in the effort. No effort, there's going to be no result. But if you do this with lots of repetitions and you get that base down really well, then you could do the longer version. Give you another example of sequential flow, of where he would be. Maybe I'm standing like this, he steps and throws a left roundhouse punch at me. So you're going to go back and protect yourself. Now I know that by doing this right here, that's actually going to bring his head slightly forward. And when I hit here, across the face this way, it's going to turn him away. And if I drop down and hit him in the groin to see where his head is, I could obscure elbow him here. But I need to kick him, I could straighten him up. By straightening him up, now his foot's right there because I landed between his leg. I set up my pool cue alignment this way, kick the groin, and then I could leave. Okay? Up. Come on back. So, sequential flow allows you to logically create a longer technique that will be realistic and does work, but you have to learn to do it in the right sequence and only train with a section at a time until you become proficient. Good luck with your training. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you would like to learn more about what we do, please visit our website at www.kenjuteinternational.com, where you too can get involved with Kenjute's online learning program from anywhere in the world. Thanks for watching.